They came, we conquered, and now you can have your very own copy of Ole, What a Loser. You can relive such moments as Picasso giving us a half-time lead. I score the most beautiful goal. Mwah. Zaianetti's penalty save from Erling Haaland. I make the most beautiful save. Mwah. And Scully's winner that caused Aussie villain to yell so loud that the frequency wasn't recognised by the microphone. So pick up your copy of Ole, What a Loser today. To Scully! He's done it! Scully, it's 3-2 to the Welders! Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 12, Episode 7 here at H&W Welders, and today I decided we will come back to the Ajax game because we've only won one game in the Champions League. It's a chance for a second win, so, you know, we should probably have a and see if we can get there. And of course, it means it's going to be Dundalk in the first leg of the Irish Champions Cup, but of course we do need to take a moment just to relive the glory that was our victory over Manchester United. What a way to get a first ever Champions League win in the group stage for the club, and yeah, we just had to relive it for a moment there. But there we go. Don't forget to pick up your copy of the DVD, of course. And before we get to today's games, we do have two to catch you up on. Carrick Rangers in the league was the first one. So let's go see how we got on there. So we couldn't hit a barn door, basically. You can see from the XG tracker, the shots. We should have won this game, and we should have won this game well. It was one of those where they were nervous, they were anxious throughout, and honestly, it was just one of those that, well, when they had a goal disallowed in the 88th minute, it was a clear offside, but I fully expected it to stand. You all know the games. You've all seen them before. It was one of those. So we've dropped points. We didn't lose. But yeah, honestly, I could still be playing the game now, and we would not have scored. Next up, it is the League Cup semi-final. It was against Dungannon Swifts. Now, we did field a very strong side for this one because of the way that the fixtures work out and making sure that players are going to be match sharp for the Ajax game. So it was a strong team. It was a cup semi-final. Did we get to the final? We took the lead midway through the second half when Picasso's flick on was finished by Scully. And we sealed our place in the final when Up Richard found Davison. So, short answer, yes we did. Long answer, I mean, the finishing wasn't too much better. Again, you can see XG tracker. All the match stats will tell you we should have won this game by a lot. But we did win it, and that, I suppose, is the main thing. Now, you may have noticed a new name off the bench there. Jason Dillon. Obviously, we have Lake, or not obviously, but Lake is injured right now. So that means that we're a little bit short on left-sided players. So we've given him a debut. He is potentially someone at a league level. No, nothing beyond that. That could be useful. He can dribble. He can cross a little bit. He's not too bad physically. He's got a few of the sort of the attributes that you would want from a winger. So well, we gave him a chance, and he wasn't shocking, but he's, yeah, I mean, he is what it is, isn't it? So we have a look at what that all means for the league table. We are back neck and neck now at the top with Larne, and we have got Larne, speaking of Larne, in that League Cup final that is to come now, and nothing. Oh, we've got Dunfermline confirmed in the Caramel Wafer Cup, and that is pretty much all that is there. So first up today, it's Dundalk in this Irish Champions Cup. Then it's Ajax. Imagine if we'd beat... I was thinking about this after I recorded last episode. If we had beaten Ajax when we were 3-1 up at their place and should have beaten them, we'd be on 7 points, and potentially it would be all to play for, though they would have the head-to-head, wouldn't they, RB Leipzig? So actually, no, it wouldn't, but it would have been nice to... but yeah, there we go. So we'll play Ajax in the final group game and see if we can finish things off on a high and get 8 points out of the group. Maybe even not a negative goal difference, and that would be a massive thing for us, I think. But anyway, let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Dundalk. You can see we're expecting a little bit of a narrow 4-4-2 diamond, I suppose. I'm never quite sure what you would call that. A 4-1-2-1-2, or could be a narrow 4-3-3. Depends how you want to look at things, doesn't it? But anyway, this is the team we're sending out. It's Finity in goal. He gets the start for this one. It's going to be Triggy, Martin, Simpson, and Monaghan as the back four. William McQuaid and Miss Kelly go in midfield. Brady, Napoleon, and Chambers as the left winger. Turpie goes up top. Obviously, it's not a league game. It's not a European game, so it's sort of a second-string side, I guess. So we'll just see how we get on here. And of course, there is always the second leg, but we're at home for the first leg. So ideally, we'd like to have a lead going with us across the border. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognize any names, of course. We know that that Jiddo left them and went to Linfield. What do we say to this? The favourites for a reason. I don't know what to say to this. Just go out there and have some fun, boys. the old point the finger, say we have faith in them, and out we go. All right, and it's always something a little bit different, isn't it? It's a nice thing to have. We can have a look at some fringy sort of players. But, I mean, last season when we played them in this, we did beat them quite well. Certainly in the first leg, wasn't it? We at their place, put quite a few past them. So if we can do something similar here, yeah, maybe give Dylan another run out. Give Hodel a game on the right as well. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we don't want to underestimate them. They're in the sort of a group stage of Europe themselves, so they aren't mugs, despite what we make them look like at times. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go. Now, a little bit of off-field news to catch you up on is Picasso can now speak good English. You saw that in the promo for the DVD, of course. He's speaking very good English these days, which is good to see. But and we did also set a attendance record in the Manchester United game as well. So that was good to see, and we are 1-0 down at home after 20 minutes, and that is not what we needed. We'll demand more. It's been a very sloppy start. We haven't seen anything from us through 20-odd minutes. And, well, Martin, Triggy, they've both gone after the ball. And Kennedy has pulled into space. Finity, you'd back saying Eddie to stop that, I think, wouldn't you? But, yeah, there we go. Well, that's not what we wanted. We've been quite poor, actually, haven't we? We've only had one shot on goal. Yes, this is slightly concerning. At home as well, I can't remember if there's away goals. I have a feeling there might be. Fred Simpson heads that away to Chambers. There for Simpson again. Across for Brady. And can we get something going now? Can he get a ball in towards Turpey? We haven't seen Turpey yet, have we? There's a decent one looking for Chambers, but it's headed away. Napoleon wins it back nicely. Here we go. Turpey, Chambers, crossfield ball for Brady. Turpey's in the middle. Brady goes himself, and Brady absolutely lathers it in the back of the net, and we are level. And it didn't take too long to get level, which is obviously superb. 1-1. It was a rocket finish, and this is where Chambers can be useful. He did really well in the build-up to this goal, didn't he? And then a nice ball to find Brady as well. He's not an out-and-out winger, and maybe I fall into the trap of trying to play him as such. Yeah, a little bit too often, but he frustrates me. I know I say it all the time. He really does frustrate me. There is a good player there. I just can't find it. But it looks like it's going to be 1-1 at the break, or is it? Triggy with a throw. Can we go and turn it around in the first half? Chambers has it. It's there for Triggy. Cross in. It's Miskelly, and it's just over the bar. To be fair, I think the goalkeeper probably had that covered, didn't he? It wasn't a bullet header. You'd back most keepers to be able to see that off. But there we go. 1-1 at the break. It's not been brilliant, but it's not been too bad either. Let's dig in, pump our fists, say we have faith in them. And I think we just get back out there. One little tweak I did make is I moved Chambers to a winger on support as opposed to on attack. I mean, yeah, you can see from the XG, it's not been a particularly open game, has it? You do wonder a little bit if they are just sort of setting up to sort of spoil. One thing we could do, McQuaid is not having... He's going through his little mid-season slump. There's a cracking ball for Turpey. Turpey's in. Turpey with the dig. What a finish from Gary Turpey. And it is 2-1 now, an 8th of the season for Turpey. And that was, well, that's going to be a goal of the season highlights, isn't it? It was an absolutely stunning chip finish from, what, about 25 yards, 30 yards out. Nice pass by Brady as well. Goalkeeper's in no man's land. And Turpey has picked him off superbly. On the hour mark, nicely done, and we've come back for a highlight. Can we win this ball back? Napoleon's there, not quite. McQuaid. One thing I'm thinking we could do is take McQuaid off. We could drop Chambers back in. Martin hacks that clear. Drop Chambers back in and then bring that Jason Dillon on for a look at him. Though it is a little bit of a tight game to be doing that. Simpson gets turned, and it's a great save from Finity. But this has not been a classic performance from us, has it? McQuaid has just been terrible. We're going to have to take him off. Can we get that away? We can. Here we go with Napoleon. Again, someone we haven't seen too much of. Chambers is with him. Napoleon goes past one. Napoleon can't quite go past the second. And we are going to have to make those changes. I don't know what... He did it last year too, didn't he? Or am I confusing him with somebody else? But McQuaid just seems to have goes on a mid-season holiday, it feels like at times. But anyway, we'll give the youngster another chance. See how he gets on here. Tricky with a throw. Napoleon to Chambers. Chambers knocks it in. Turpie can't quite get to it. It's cleared away, and suddenly, here come Dundalk again. And that's easy for Finity in goal. We'll give it a focus next time we can. I mean, in a way, it's good to see that we can not play well and, you know, still be winning a game. But, yeah, it's also concerning, and that's just over the bar. It might be Simpson, was it? Who owes us something worthwhile because he's done not too much in defense. Here we go, another attacking throw. Napoleon can't quite get to that. And here come Dundalk again. It's definitely going to be all to play for in the second leg, isn't it? Is it going to be even? Not with shooting like that, it's not. Finity has it, and was that the highlight? Yes, it was. Let's give it a demand more. To be honest, at this point, I'd be happy just to go there with a 2-1 lead. We get that away, we can. And still Dundalk have it. And Monaghan, oh, that is not a penalty. Can Finity make a penalty save late in the day here? That is not a penalty, though. And Finity just stands there and waves at it. Do we give them a berating? This is the third game in a row now that we had the Carrick game where we couldn't score. We had the Dungannon game where we couldn't score. Now we've got this game where we don't look like we know what a football is. So it's 2-2 going to Ireland, going to Dundalk for the second leg. And we have been thoroughly outplayed there. Unacceptable. And, well, that's good form to take into the Ajax game, isn't it? So there we go. Honours even at Tillysburn Park. It is, I mean, Brady, we hit some highs, didn't we? But generally speaking, it just wasn't good enough. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back to play Ajax, the final Champions League group stage game. There's £2.5 million, of course, on the line for the winner. So let's see if we can win it. Okay, welcome back. Let's round out the Champions League group stage. But before that, we have made a signing for January. It's Neil Sweeney. He's going to be joining us from West Brom. You can see a fee of 350 grand up front. A few add-ons there potentially as well, including winning the Champions Leagues. If we win the Champions League, they can have more than 100 grand, that's for sure. That'll be our bar tab, I think. Anyway, 4 grand a week he's going to be on. It's a 2.5, 3-year deal, whatever it works out to be there. You can see all the other ins and outs. Let's have a look at him. It's one of these, it's a small gamble, but he's a promising midfielder. He's 18, he's Scottish. What I like about him, he's got the passing technique and first touch. The rest of his game technically is a bit of a disaster, but he's got those 3 key attributes. He's got good work rate, vision, and teamwork, which should be good. He's got good flair, decisions, composure, bravery. Balance is pretty good as well, so he can play, you know, in a number of different... I don't think with a tackling of 7 and marking and all that, you'd want him playing any further back than sort of regular midfield. But like I say, 350 grand, I'm relatively confident at 18 we'll be able to develop him a little bit and get at least that back if we need to. He's been on loan at Wraith in League One, and he's done okay, but only okay, you'd say. But there we go. So he will be coming in to join us in January. Probably one that sort of goes back and forth between the reserves and the first team, but like I say, a little bit of a gamble, but I think potentially one worth taking with just some of those key attributes really impressing me. So we'll see how he gets on. But we have, of course, our final Champions League group stage game to play here against Ajax. We're at home. It's a 4-2-3-1 we're expecting from them. And, of course, third in the group already guaranteed. That means that what we're not doing is risking, apart from McKay, because we don't really have anybody else, we're not playing people that are on yellow cards. So Hill misses out on this one didn't mean to do that, as does Scully, because we don't want them missing the first leg of the next round in the Europa League, because they've got themselves a booking here. But the thought with McKay is that, well, we still want to win this game if we can, and we'll have Dylan Lake back by then. He's not that far away from this one, so we have somebody else who can play, and we know can play out there well. So it's going to be Zayanetti in goal, Ellis, Kidd, Lewis, and Monaghan. It's up Richard and Munier. It's Brady, it's Armstrong, it's McKay, it's Picasso going up top. We are going to have a go at Ajax again, nothing to lose. We'll see if we can get away with playing like this against those teams. We have been able to in qualifying, so there's no reason why we won't be able to now. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. I would love to be called Ab. I just have one very swollen ab. That's all I've got, Packin. All right, what do we want to say here? Let's go and impress me, boys. Go and impress me. I'm sure it's going to be, well, it won't be a full house, will it? Because no one comes to watch us, but it'll be a bigger crowd than Tillysman. So yeah, there we go. Not a bad crowd at all. The Ajax fans there, no doubt in full voice. Final time, of course, we'll hear the Champions League anthem this season, which is a little bit sad, but wow, they are not in good form, are they? But we'll, yeah, just kind of see how we go. They've come out a little bit different to how we were expecting them to, a little bit narrower, but that should be fine because we're playing with wingers anyway. So that should almost help us out in a way. And yeah, we'll just see if we can get away with having the 2 more advanced midfielders at home in a game against a team we should have beaten away. We should be able to get away with it, but time will tell on that front, won't it? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We will have a Europa League, obviously, first knockout round draw. That'll be for next episode. So something to look forward to there. Ball to the back post. McKay's there. McKay's shot is blocked. And is he going to get to that? He is. Ajax just kind of stand there and let him get it, don't they? Cross comes back in. It is punched by the goalkeeper. Munier is not going to get to it. Fran Beltran. He's an actual player, isn't he? I think I recognise that name. Anyway, he's driven the ball straight out of play. Monaghan is there. He'll take the throw. And we've got a sort of a full game highlight thing going on here. Ball chipped forward. It's there for Picasso. Picasso goes past Ab. He's got McKay through the middle. McKay get onto the left, but he can't. Brady. Oh, the goalkeeper's had a nightmare, and it's 1-0 to the Welders. It's a goal inside 10 minutes. Brady with the goal. He's having a good episode, isn't he? And Picasso did brilliantly there. Wonderful touch past Abs. He played in McKay. They were too slow. I'm not quite sure what the goalkeeper's playing at there. He's just kind of fallen over it. But that's okay with us. 1-0, and let's see if we can get on with this now. Armstrong, ball in. It's a good one, and it's just over him. It was Brady again, I think. He's everywhere. There's 3 of them. It's the Brady bunch. All right, Ellis. There's a reference for the kids. Up Richard, down the line there for Ellis. Was he onside? It looks like he has been. He drills it across McKay. Oh, it's pinballs. And in the end, Armstrong, I think it was, that put it over the bar. McKay, though, well, he's done everything but score a goal so far, hasn't he? Armstrong to Up Richard to Munier, and Munier side puts it in. A first goal of the season for him. And it is 2-0 inside 15 minutes. And we can get away with playing like this. You'd be a little bit frustrated if we beat Man United at home and then couldn't back it up against Ajax, but it's looking as though... Look at this guy. Go on, son. Oh, Picasso flirting with the offside flag there as well. But we got away with it, and that is absolutely fine. Defending to do it, looks like. Can we get it done? It's a flick on. It's a horrible miss. Let's maybe just give him a focus here, boys. Come on. I'm doing the celebrating. You've got to do the concentrating. Yeah, and we might reach a point if this game is getting comfortable where we do take McKay off. Armstrong, I tell you what, it's a very good spot for him. Can he pick a corner? Oh, he can. And it's Anthony Armstrong. It's a stunning goal. It's one of the Champions League. We'll see it over and over again on the replays. And we are 3-0 up inside half an hour against Ajax. And that's stunning, isn't it, from Anthony Armstrong. There is a little bit of interest coming in him, sort of the wanted coming into the January window, of course. A Chinese club and FC Köln in Germany as well. So we might be going to have a bit of a trouble to keep hold of him. Hopefully, he can see what we're building here and he'll be happy to stay. But we'll have to wait and see on that front. Here come Ajax streaming forward. And that is horrid again. We saw ourselves blow a 3-1 lead at their place. We don't really want to blow a 3-0 lead. McKay, is he going to get his goal? No, it's blocked again. And it's going to be a corner. I just hope McKay doesn't get frustrated and pick himself up a booking. Armstrong with a ball, and it's just over the top by Lewis, I think it was. And that will end that particular highlight. Let's tell him to focus again. Armstrong over a free kick. It's a good one. It's into the back of the net, and it is Martin McKay. He's got his goal. He's deserved it. It's a 4th of the season for him, and it is 4-0 against Ajax. We are destroying the Dutch super club. Armstrong, ball in. Good ball in as well. McKay first to it. The goalkeeper looks absolutely clueless, doesn't he? And, of course, that goal means we do now have a positive goal difference as well. So that is something we can be proud of. To come out of a group with RB Leipzig and Manchester United with a positive goal difference, I mean, assuming that this holds, but we haven't seen much from them yet. That is, I'm going to say, very, very pleasing. Certainly from the manager's point of view anyway. Let's just tell them we have faith in them to keep going out there. At this point, it's an unnecessary risk to leave McKay out there, isn't it? He's got his goal. So let's get Chambers stuck out there. And yeah, that protects him then for Europa League football when we get there. They've made, was it a triple sub that they've made? An unhappy Dutch camp, no doubt infighting as well. We'll give them some praise. We've got some work to do here. Is that Abs? And Zanetti is there. Was that the highlight? One thing we could look to do, actually, is get Gary Turpie on. We might do that, actually. See if he's going to still be close to being the youngest goal scorer in the group stage if he gets one. So we'll bring him on. That'll be our second sub. Let's see if Picasso can get himself a goal. It's there for Up Richard. Up Richard to Picasso again. Picasso gets his 7th. It's 5-0. It's officially a rout. And we'll get Turpie on now and see if he can get himself a goal and potentially become the youngest goal scorer in Champions League history. If he got it last season, he would have got it for sure. He's going to be pushing the limit but we'll see. We'll see what happens. He's in goal-scoring form. Picasso is in goal-scoring form. And it makes you wonder why we're paying Davison 10, 12 grand a week, whatever it is we're paying him. To imagine if we got those goals against Manchester United as well. Oh, we could have got out of this group. We really, really could have, I think. But anyway. That's tales of woe for the pub, isn't it? Oh, that's really nice football. And Zanetti with a big save. Again, we'll tell him to focus. We do seem to we score a goal and everybody just runs around celebrating for the next 5 minutes. Oh, that looked as though it was going to be very dangerous for us. I'm not really sure what's happened there, if I'm honest. Let's give them some praise now. Can we get Turpie this goal? Armstrong, it's there. This could be his chance. Oh, he's brought it down. He's unselfish. Up Richard has it now. It's blocked away. Is it going to go for a corner? Is he going to keep it in? He does keep it in. He's got time and space now. Measures the cross. And Brady gets his second. A 13th of the season for our backup right winger. That is not too bad at all, is it? And it is 6-0. We are beating Ajax. H&W Welders are beating Ajax 6-0. And it's shocking defending. They gave him so much time. He measured his cross, picked out Brady, unmarked at the back post to boot, and this Ajax team is an absolute shambles. Let's tell them to have preemptive focus. And is there going to be a 7th goal in this for us? It's looking questionable, isn't it? But I tell you what, 6-0 against Ajax. Oh, we're not done yet. Turpie, can he get to that? He's put pressure on. Chambers has it. Can we get... Is this the moment? Here we go with Armstrong. Turpie's with him. Armstrong's in, though, isn't he? Armstrong is in. Armstrong, square it back. He kind of does. I think it was actually blocked. I think we're being a bit too generous to Armstrong there. There's a minute to play. Can we get this goal? Brady. Back to Munier. To Up Richard. To Monahan again. Munier. To Monahan. Can he get the cross in? We've got so many players forward. It's blocked away. Munier will pick it up. 25 seconds to play. Go on, Munier. No, it's blocked away again, and that will be a throw. And is that going to be that? We're counting down. Final seconds of the allotted time. It's headed away, and that'll do it. But I tell you what, 6-0 against Ajax. What a performance to round out the Champions League group stage. Manchester United only beat them 6-1. We are better than Manchester United. That was magnificent, boys. Absolutely magnificent. So there we go. It's that's how the group stage ends for us. A positive. Look how bad Ajax were, and if we'd taken that extra 2 points, that puts us to 10. And it could have happened. I really think it could have happened. But a young Harlan and Wolf Welders shine against Ajax. We've got another, essentially $2.5 grand in the bank. Look at that. Armstrong running the show. Let's hope we don't lose him in January, Mr. Chairman, please. And that will do it for today. The finances, £31.5 million. We are absolutely flying financially. And if we have a look at how all the standings stand, and like I say, we'll go down to the Europa League, but we're going down in form. And is there a chance? How far could we go? There's got to be a chance we could go a long, long way in that competition. We have fallen off the top of the table only by a point, though. Linfield got a 0-0 against Coleraine, so that opens the door back up for us to go top if we win that game in hand, which is probably against Ballymena, right? We've got Ballymena and Larne, and that'll get us to 16 with everybody else. But let's have a look here. Next episode, if you've enjoyed that, guys, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Disappointment against Dundalk, but we made up for it in the Champions League. We'll be back next time for the second leg of the Irish Champions Cup, and then Larne in the league, which is a massive, massive game, isn't it, really, in terms of the title race. And let's remember, the winners of the league this year straight into the Champions League group stage next season. So it is worth millions and millions and millions of pounds. So we really do want to make sure we're winning the league this season more than ever. And that will be that. We have got Newington Youth in our first game of the Irish Cup. And of course, we will have the Europa League draw as well for the next episode. So a lot to look forward to, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.